never takes a photograph of something they want to forget.
Is this a dream?
No. Where you came from is the dream.
This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
He just wiped out every last single defense witness, every last single person that would have been available to come forward and say, look, this is what I know in one day. You know, after the amnesty period, who's going to want to come forward? Who's going to want to say, hey, I know something. I know what happened. No one. Find a way to make it go away. And that's what they did.
Globalization. Just as the Federal Reserve keeps the American public in a position of indentured servitude through perpetual debt, inflation, and interest, the World Bank and IMF serve this role on a global scale. The basic scam is simple. Put a country in debt either by its own indiscretion or through corrupting the leader of that country, then impose conditionalities or structural adjustment policies, often consisting of the following. Currency devaluation. When the value of a currency drops, so does everything valued in it. This makes indigenous resources available to predator countries at a fraction of their worth. Large funding cuts for social programs. These usually include education and healthcare, compromising the well-being and integrity of the society, leaving the public vulnerable to exploitation. Privatization of state-owned enterprises. This means that socially important systems can be purchased and regulated by foreign corporations for profit.
This theater of war is totally unlike any other you've ever known before.
Tonight, can the world come together to confront a rogue nation?
Today, tuning into the news is like looking directly into the face of terror.
A chilling new look tonight at the face of terror. Video of a suicide bomber smiling for the camera as he gets ready for his deadly mission in Afghanistan.
This is like a jihadist 24. It's got that tension in it that you can't really turn yourself away.
And you can't really turn yourself away because you're biologically programmed to pay attention to any potential threat. The amygdala may fire off in response to the pre-programmed terrors we're born with, instinctive fear of loud noises and sudden movements and the like, but it's also easy for them to help us learn to fear almost anything.
Who needs it? You know, when Richard Nixon got on that chopper in 1972, I think the fight went out of all of us, didn't it? Big business took over and set the agenda, and boy, when you buy into big business, when you buy into that, man, you got to emancipate yourself from your morals, or you live a life of squeamishness.
We're shit. We're nobodies in the big parade. We got lucky. Making noise at this point just not worth it.
You're not shit. And you're not nobodies, and you shouldn't let anyone treat you like you are.
But I don't want to rock the boat. We've got too much to lose.
I don't want to lose any stuff.
Fear. The chemical supplied by a collective parasite creates a distinct bioelectric signal given off by the host. This signal is disseminated to the organisms within our community and will grow outward through the entire organism unless it is counterbalanced by an opposing force. Dr. Fritz Alan Popp discovered that the cells in our body communicate through biophotons, which are tiny particles of light that are single units of an electromagnetic field. This communication system within our body also exists between people in what's known as morphic resonance.
Wait a minute. Maybe we're misreading this. Father Sanchez, John, come here. I found something in the translations. Look at this. This phrase, Birvuta Bozim Maita.
What does it mean?
It means roughly to amplify. I thought it just referred to one person giving energy to another. But now I think it's something more. It's one thing to just give energy. But if we give it to someone who is also giving it back, then we build energy among ourselves. It amplifies, back and forth. It says if we were all doing this, humanity would take another step in evolution.